Hi there, I'm Madison Shutters. I am the fellow here in the Fact and Fiction Department as part of the University of Toledo's graduate program. I'm here to talk to you about an exhibit that I have curated for the past 6 months. I have been here since August of 2020, and since then I have been down in the basement working with periodicals, different government documents, as well as working with local history on curating an exhibit that's titled The American Woman in World War II. The exhibit is a physical exhibit and a virtual exhibit that you can find on the library's website. It is broken up into 3 parts. So the first part is women's contribution. So that follows women on the national front, what they did for the war effort during World War II. So this is women in the home, this is women in the military, this is women in the factories, nurses, volunteers. The second section is like positive outcomes, debates on women during wartime, and then also concerns for post-war work for women. And then the third section brings in Toledo, and it's called the local impact section. So I look at the Toledo Red Cross, which I found a lot of manuscript materials in the local history department. And we also look at local veterans that have served and have really unique stories. But I have a few physical items here that will be in the physical exhibit that I would like to show you, because I think that they are singularly significant in shaping the way that women were portrayed, the way that women's roles worked during World War II. So we are going to look at those next. The first item that we are going to take a look at here is from American Home Magazine in 1942. This article is titled Victory Diet and Victory Rules. What I found really interesting about this is that it uses wartime rhetoric. The word victory was embedded in everything, every magazine, every newspaper. And so this really affected women in the home, that even their fitness, their personal health had to do with victory. So you can see here that there's healthy food that women should eat, and then you can see here how women should be more active for victory. And the second thing that we are going to cover here, this is called the Amazons of Aberdeen. And so I thought this was really, really cool because it is a really interesting job that some women took on during the war. This was a group of women from all classes that came together in Aberdeen, Nebraska, and they tested war artillery. And so even these photos are really interesting, so I wanted to be sure that people saw these interesting jobs that women took on during wartime. The third item that I wanted everyone to be able to see was this pamphlet. It says You're Going to Employ Women. It was distributed in 1943 by the War Department to factories to urge factories to hire women during wartime. What I thought was really interesting about this was I like tangible items, and so I found this in the government document section here at our library, and it's really, really cool just to know that this pamphlet was sent out to urge people to employ women. And throughout the pages, it's describing why women should be hired, what skills they could bring to the factories. So I thought that was really, really cool. The final item I would like to show you was from Life magazine, and they did a spread on AIDS, nurses' AIDS, and it's titled AIDS Relieve the Nurse Shortage. In the beginning of the war, there were really low recruitment numbers of nurses by tens of thousands. And so nurses' aides were called upon to come work and fill these roles until nurses' positions were filled. I thought this was really amazing that Life magazine did a spread on them because unpaid volunteers, they did so much work, but they are a position that's typically seen under the radar. And so I thought it was really amazing that we see a spread like this at that time. These items, including many more, will be available at the physical exhibit here at the downtown library in the Fact and Fiction department. You can find it next to the Sinum Sisters collection, and you can also find the virtual exhibit where these items and many more are available on the Women's History Month webpage on the library's website. We hope to see you, and thank you for supporting the library.